In today's day and age, there are multiple ways that you could end up losing your car. Whether it be a repossession, a car theft, a wreck. But the one that we're going to be talking about requires for Mark to leave and introduce the return of Officer Mark to you. License and registration, please. What's going on, my beautiful people? My name is Mark Beneke, a proud member of the Westland family, and in today's video, we're going to be covering impounds. From what can cause your vehicle to be impounded to the different methods that you have to be able to retrieve it. Let's get right into it. There are a few ways that you could get your car impounded. The most obvious one are parking violations. You know what I'm talking about. Those signs that you see on the side of the street. The ones that say, no parking, tow away zone. I wonder what they mean. Oh yeah, that's right. If you park there, your car's gonna get towed away. I know, it's pretty hard to figure that one out, right? Alright, that one was easy. I get it. But there's a second one. Let's just say that you just bought a car. You're about to take it off the lot and the dealership tells you you have to get insurance on it immediately. Of course, you tell them, yeah, I'm headed straight over there right now. And you have every intention of getting it. But, I mean, you just bought it. You're so excited. You just want to take that bad boy for a spin. Show it off to all your friends, your family, too. You know, you're flooring it, and all of a sudden, boom! Shit. Coppers are right behind you. I'm going to need to see your license and registration. Oh, shit. No insurance. Well, unfortunately, that means your car is going straight to the slammer. In all instances, you must have at least liability insurance. And that's not just me saying that either. That's the law, baby. So make sure that if your dealership tells you you have to go straight over to get insurance, you do just that. Now, on a similar note, let's just say that you did get insurance. Good for you. A year passes, everything's great, and then you get that pesky notice from the damn DMV telling you that you have to update your registration and you need new tags. Damn DMV, always trying to stick you for more. Besides, you don't have time to wait around at that place. Well, those little stickers on the back of your license plate on the back of the car that say October, and it's now November. Whoop whoop! That's the sound of the police. License and registration, please. If you're driving around with expired tags, that means the moment you get pulled over, that car is going straight to the impound. On top of all of that, anytime that you get pulled over and it ends up becoming an arrest, your car is going straight to the impound. So let's just say that you get stopped for any reason and it just so happens that you have a warrant out for your arrest from something that happened 8 years ago of you missing a court case for stealing a teddy bear when you were trying to impress your ex. Straight to the impound. Driving with a suspended license or you never got a license? Impound! Driving under the influence or reckless driving? Impound! Not to mention all the additional points that your driving record is going to accrue. Also, if you get into a car accident and your car becomes undrivable, chances are it's going to be taken straight to a tow yard. It might not be impounded where you need a police release, but it's still going to be towed away. Those are the majority of the ways that your car can get impounded. But what you guys really want to hear is how you can get it out. First thing, you got to ring up the cops. I know, you probably don't want to talk to the bastards that took away your car in the first place, right? But see, they're not the enemy here. Let's be real. This is your responsibility. You chose to park there, or drive without a license, or decided to not pay your registration, or drive recklessly, or even worse, decided to drive under the influence. It all falls on you. And what they are doing is simply their job by upholding the law. So let's take responsibility, put our ego to the side, and ring them up. And just a quick tip for you here. Make sure you take some quick pictures of the vehicle before it actually gets sent to the impound, outside and inside of the car. And also prior to all of this, make sure that you have a set of pictures of both either the VIN or the license plate, or make sure that you have it written down somewhere. Or if you're a real smarty pants, make sure that you memorize it. Because the first thing that they're going to ask you for is that information. They're going to need it in order to look it up in the system and tell you exactly where the car is at. They're going to tell you which tow yard it's located in, so just make sure that you get the address and the phone number so that you can contact them. And then make sure to ask them if you're going to need a police release or if there's going to be any kind of hold on the vehicle. If you do, you're going to have to jump an extra hoop. If they say no to either one of those, awesome. Just got to ring up the tow yard now. What you're going to want to find out from the tow yard is the documentation that's going to be needed, as well as the total that you'll need to pay in order to get it out, and a breakdown of how they came to the calculation. The most common documents that they're going to need are going to be proof of insurance, your driver's license, the proof of ownership, and registration. However, as we mentioned earlier, there is a possibility that you're going to need the police release. So if it was picked up by PD, then chances are you're going to need the form to release the vehicle from them as well. And if there is any kind of hold on the vehicle, it means you have to wait that time period until you can get that vehicle back. In order to obtain the release, you're going to have to find the right department. This isn't any police station that you can just walk into and ask for them to release it. So when you're on the phone with PD, make sure to find out which one of their departments you should go to. Find out everything that they're going to need from your part and just head on down there. If you need that release, you're probably going to have to pay some kind of fee. But once you've got that all covered, they'll provide you a copy and they'll also fax over everything to the tow yard. And honestly, I'm still surprised that they're still using faxes. Seriously, why are they still using faxes? It's like an obsolete fucking machine. Seriously. Now next up is going to be the tow yards. And most tow yards end up charging a fee based off of the amount of days that the vehicle stays there. This fee is typically up to their discretion. Luckily though, at least here in California and specifically in Fresno, there is a cap in the amount that they're able to charge you. However, this cap is pretty steep. So my suggestion, get it out as soon as you possibly can. Pick up that phone and make those calls as quickly as possible. Then get all of those documents in a heartbeat. Take them down to the tow yard and it's time to get your vehicle back. A huge tip, don't be a dick. Seriously, don't. These people are just doing their job and they deal with a lot of angry people who refuse to take responsibility for their actions. If you come in kicking and screaming, trust me when I tell you, they will do everything possible to make your life even more difficult and delay you getting your car back for maybe a couple more days. But if you're nice and respectful to them, they will go out of their way to make sure that you're taken care of, especially because it's very rare for them to ever come across that. So don't be a dick. A big question that I get all the time though, what happens if I don't retrieve my vehicle back? Well, let's say that you're driving around in your 1993 Ford Taurus beater. No tags, broken tail light, all the business. Boom! Impounded. You get all of your forms ready, make all the phone calls with every intention of getting it back, but it's been in there for a week. You ask them, well, how much is it going to cost to get it out? And they hit you with $800. Oh, shit! No way am I paying that. Keep it! I'm not paying that. Well, they have options too. They only have to wait 15 days from the moment that they pick up your car to slap a lien on it. They notify all of the interested parties. That means you and your lender or anybody else who might have any kind of interest in the car, that they have the intention of selling the vehicle. This notice has to be done within 41 days max. After they've waited that time period, they have every right to sell the vehicle or to junk it or do whatever they want with it. Whatever is necessary in order for them to recoup their losses as much as possible. Because, yeah, when they pick up your vehicle, they're taking a loss if you don't end up paying for it. It's not cheap to tow a car and then store it. You've got staff fees, gas, insurance, truck fees, rent, lien fees, vehicle fees. All of these stack up real quick. So yeah, they do have options once you abandon your car. So now that you've learned all about impounds and how you can get them back, you're probably wondering how that differs from a repossession. And that's an area where a ton of people have a lot of misinformation. So click on this video down here to learn everything that you need to know about repos. Thanks, and I will see you there. Okay, bye!